Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Coming out aggressively. He's got it. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The give on the inside. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they all are from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pocket breaking down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Under fire. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
This offense is just...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Joyner. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Now, when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Rides to back on the option to give. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. The sure hands. It's Riley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Firing to the right, complete. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The corners are walked up tight. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. The sure hands, it's Dickey. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. The screen, and watch out. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Find some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Tatum. Turns it on at midfield. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Wegman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Coming out with it, it's McCutcheon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Wegman. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Hand off from the shotgun. And midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Plucks it out of the air. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Price.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Reads it, fires complete.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UCF is currently up big right now, and really everything they've dialed up offensively has worked. They're up by 25 over San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a big play. Fires it incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Wegman. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Wegman. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Joyner. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Grab near the sticks, it's Hudson. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Red Raider! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Inside the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get the...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right?